An original podcast from podlatino.com.
When I think of music in the 21st century, I think of a world without walls, a soundscape that exists everywhere and nowhere at once. The internet transformed music more than any invention since electricity. It turned songs into data, dismantled industries, empowered fans, and reshaped the idea of ownership. From the chaos of Napster to the rise of iTunes and the global dominance of streaming, the internet carried music into a new age of abundance. This is the story of how music went online and never came back. The roots begin in the late 1990s, when advances in compression made digital audio portable. The MP3 format shrank large files into manageable sizes without destroying quality. Suddenly, entire albums could fit on a hard drive or travel across phone lines. For fans, it was freedom. For the industry, it was disruption. Napster, launched in 1999 by Sean Fanning and Sean Parker, created a peer-to-peer network where millions shared music for free. Within months, Napster had millions of users and an endless library of songs. For the first time, the audience had more control than the industry. Record labels panicked, sales of CDs slowed, lawsuits exploded. Metallica and Dr. Dre famously sued Napster, arguing that piracy robbed artists of income. Courts agreed, and Napster was shut down in 2001. But the genie was out of the bottle. Other platforms, like LimeWire and Kazaa, took its place. Peer-to-peer sharing became unstoppable. Young listeners built vast digital collections, often without paying a cent. The old model of selling albums felt outdated overnight. The industry's first real adaptation came with Apple. In 2003, Steve Jobs unveiled the iTunes Store, offering legal downloads for 99 cents a song. Combined with the iPod, it created a new ecosystem where consumers could carry thousands of tracks in their pocket, purchased one by one. For a while, iTunes saved the business, creating a legal alternative that satisfied both fans and labels. But even downloads carried limitations. Buying a track still felt like ownership in a world moving toward access. Meanwhile, broadband connections spread. YouTube launched in 2005, allowing users to upload and stream videos instantly. Music videos became accessible worldwide, fueling viral hits. MySpace became a hub for independent musicians, breaking artists like Arctic Monkeys and Lily Allen. Social media blurred the line between fan and artist, creating communities that lived online as much as offline. The next great shift was streaming. Services like Spotify, launched in Sweden in 2008, promised unlimited access to millions of songs for a monthly fee. Instead of buying or owning, listeners subscribed. The model prioritized discovery, playlists, and algorithms. For fans, it felt like magic. All the world's music, anywhere, anytime. For artists and labels, it was controversial. Payments per stream were tiny, sparking debates over fairness. Yet streaming quickly became the dominant model. Culturally, the internet reshaped not just distribution, but discovery. Blogs, forums, and later social platforms introduced fans to new genres. Viral memes turned obscure tracks into global hits. TikTok, in particular, made songs chart toppers overnight. Algorithms recommended music based on behavior, changing how fans explored sound. Discovery became endless and personalized, but also fragmented. The internet also blurred borders. K-pop, Latin trap, Afrobeat, and other genres reached global audiences, no longer constrained by radio or MTV. Artists could upload songs directly to SoundCloud or Bandcamp and find fans anywhere in the world. The barriers between local and global collapsed. Ownership itself changed. In the analog era, music meant a physical object, vinyl, cassette, or CD. Online, music became intangible. Playlists replaced albums, streams replaced shelves. For some, it felt liberating. For others, it felt alienating as music became ephemeral, subject to licensing deals and disappearing catalogues. The internet created abundance, but it also created impermanence. Yet the digital age also sparked new creativity. Mashups, remixes, and DJ culture flourished online. Fans became producers, reworking songs and sharing them instantly. Collaboration across continents became possible with a few clicks. Music was no longer bound by geography or physical media. Of course, challenges remain. Streaming pays little to most artists. Algorithms risk homogenizing taste. Piracy still exists in shadowy corners. But the internet has made one fact clear. Music is no longer a product, but a service. No longer an object, but a flow. When I think of music online, I think of Napster's chaos, iTunes' order, and Spotify's infinity. I think of the thrill of discovering a song at midnight, of watching a video go viral, of sharing playlists with friends across oceans. The internet did not just change music distribution, it rewrote the meaning of listening itself. Music today is everywhere, instant and infinite.